Okay, Flosstube. This is Donna here in New Zealand. I'm going to try and do a floss tube for you. And I started off the month with Death by Cross Stitch. Okay, and I didn't get very far because I used the wrong fabric and was going the wrong way. So it's a great big long one. So I am starting from the other side and gridding across just to make sure, and I'm certain I'll have it, that it will be long enough. So I've got a long way to go with that. So I've decided that I'm going to keep all of the favorite ones. What I'll do is I'll do a new start each day. And the first one was Death by Cross Stitch. And so that'll stay in because I like stitching it, but I'll feel better when I can start from the top left versus the top right, because that just does things to my head. So I'll continue and keep that one in the progression, and I'll do at least 15 minutes a day, which at least is something. And then what I'll do is I'll choose, I'll keep probably up to 7 a day that I'll work 6 that I'll work 15 minutes and an hour on the day ofs. That's probably as confusing as mud. Anyway, day 2, I decided to do this French design, and I'll hold it there so you can focus and get a look at it. And I love stitching on that, and it's in here. I've got it all piled up, so as long as it doesn't fall over, I'm fine. I love stitching on this. It's in Aida, and it's fun. It's relaxing, so I'm pretty certain that it will continue in my rotation. Hopefully I don't get too many that stay in the rotation forever. And then the second one was the Amelia Boyce. That one, I hated the linen when I first started, and then I found out my lighting was wrong. And so I changed the lighting, and that's this one here. And this pattern I have always loved. It's just so pretty. Looking forward to it. Unfortunately, where it starts with, I'm going to have to double check. Oh, don't tell me I have to pull it out. May have to pull it out because that looks very close to the front top. So I'm going to re-grid that and double check that I've got enough, because it just doesn't seem right. That may go to the bottom of the pile. Sometimes this mania has been interesting. Then this is what I started first time on black. It's called Devotion. And black with the proper lighting hasn't worked out as bad as what I thought. It's also 3 strands, DMC I think it is, over one. That's supposed to be around one of the eyes, I think it is. So it's going to be very intense. Oh, it helps if you put it upright. That's the correct way. Anyway, so that I'll probably do the 7 days and shelve it. Perman of Copenhagen. Most of this one's very pretty. And I'm working on this section here. I started in the middle, which is odd for me. And that one's pretty intense, but it's coming along. I love my samplers. I find them very pretty as long as I can get in the right frame of mind to be working on them. So maybe Mini isn't the best place to start some of the intense samplers, because they really can be quite a bit. And then the other day I was working on the teapot, and I posted that, and I decided to start on the center one, mainly because that's where the grid was working the best. Get it right side up versus wrong side. I think it goes that way. So I've got a long ways to go on that. These I got from the Victoria and Albert Museum when I went to London. Been very lucky that daughter lives in London, so able to go and visit and do things. Then I've the one that I started today, so I've already done an hour's worth, and that was fun. That's the Princess of Wales Memorial Sampler put out by Cobweb Designs. And so I just started that today. And I started just with the lettering. And that's just on Ada. So that's quite simple. And then I'm with this group, of course. Don't do anything by halves. And I started it early, mainly because we're planning another trip overseas. So the first bit that I started, because I mixed this up with Death by Cross Stitch, so I had to start over and pull out Death by Cross Stitch. So that was my biggie that I pulled out, and I definitely have enough room. Each of these is 100 squares. That's why the safety pin's on the top. And I've started the satin stitch for the outside border. And that's going to be big. It's a big sucker. So, looking forward to it. Going to take it, pace myself, and do it day by day. And like I say, I will take a look at that Amelia Boyce today and just make sure that I didn't muck it up. But if I did, it's only the lettering, and that comes out fairly easily. So, hope everybody enjoys the Mania. It's first time I've done it this year. It's been quite intense at times. Enjoy the pictures that everybody's putting up. So, I hope you enjoyed this quick update, and I have some stitching to get back to, and also get a bit of movement. Otherwise you just get too stiff sitting in one place. So it's winter, it's getting close, it's autumn at the moment, so this is what the light's like in the sunroom. So it's just very intense, but it's not good for filming for you guys. So I hope you have a great time stitching. The next one that I'm going to do tomorrow will be an interesting one that I picked up in London. Sort of went with the Princess of Wales one. It's a QE2 Golden Jubilee one. So I just figured that I had some of these samplers and that sort of thing sitting in the hall closet. It was time to get them out of the closet and into stitching. So I'm taking advantage of the Mania as a good excuse to start some of that stuff. Okay, happy stitching. Subscribe if you like, and like if you like, and I'll do another update in about a week's time. Okay, bye.